Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sibuoka TV, which is your number one online political channel. Today we want to have a candid discussion about the just concluded elections in Tanzania, because you have seen what has happened during the occurrence of those elections in the Republic of Tanzania, because violence was actually experienced. Many people have lost lives, and human rights were actually violated in the highest order. And that is why we are saying that the just concluded elections in Tanzania, the international community actually should come in and try to investigate to see what really happened in Tanzania. And Samia Suluhu should actually be taken responsible of what actually happened in that country. And people have been talking about the elections and how they were carried haphazardly, how they were a big sham. And many people from Africa have tried to actually air out their voices so that the international community can come in. For example, Role Madio actually tried to interview Dr. Ibrahim Mo, and Dr. Ibrahim Mo explained candidly that what happened in Tanzania was not an election. That was far away from being called an election. That was a sham, because Samia Suluhu banned all the opposition leaders from actually taking part in that election. And even before the date of election, there was a lot of coercion, disappearances of opposition leaders. And what the opposition just wanted, they wanted elections to be done free and fair and transparent. But Samia Suluhu could not give in to that. She actually showed an opportunity that it should be him, it should be her alone in the what? In the ballot. And that is actually what happened at the end. We had Samia against Suluhu. That means he was the only competitor for the votes of presidency. And from the interview which Rally Maduo did with Ibrahim Mo, who is a champion of democracy in Africa, this is actually what Dr. Mo Ibrahim had to say.
Dr. Mo Ibrahim is one of the biggest defenders of democracy in Africa. You talk about governance a lot. You've made it your life's mission. President Samia Suluhu Hassan of Tanzania just got inaugurated today. Your reaction? Because there were a lot of protests in the country.
Yeah, I think it's really inappropriate and unacceptable to ban the main opposition party from elections. How can you have an election without the main parties? I think imprisonment also of the opposition leaders was not necessary. I mean, the election commission said that President Samia, she got 98% of the votes.
Right.
And that 88% of the eligible voters,
right,
they turn out.
So 88% turnout.
So you get 98% of 88%. That's over 90%, well over 90% of the votes of the people. So if she is so wonderfully supported by the people, why then the need to do this? Why don't you have just a fair election and allow everybody? Why are afraid? What are you afraid of? You know, let's the ballot box sort it out. instead of putting people in prison, killing people, shooting at young people. Uh, that's not right.
The internet has been shut down in Tanzania since election day.
Yeah.
And so it's even hard to verify what's going on, but there's reports of a lot of
Of
people
a lot
killed.
of deaths and a lot of, and even prior to the election, there have been disappearances of people,
Yes,
there have been killing of
abductions.
people, abductions, imprisonment. Why you need to do that? If you are so beloved by the country, if you're going to get over 90% of the vote, why don't you just relax and let a fair election take place instead of really smearing the whole process by blood unnecessary?
The opposition
It's really
leader,
sad.
Tundu Lissu, he's been charged with treason, and his party did not participate in this election.
I think this is really unfair, and I hope for the correction of action and release of prisoner, because we don't want violence in Africa.
After listening to that, you can know that what happened in the Republic of Tanzania was just a sham. It wasn't an election, because lives were lost, properties were destroyed, and she just came out to say that the election in Tanzania went free and fair. So Samia Suluhu here is just trying to deceive what he cannot deceive the world. And more worse, Samia Suluhu has come out and she has tried to explain that the elections in Tanzania was actually interfered by foreigners. And this made me to be shocked. How can foreigners go to demonstrate in Tanzania? And where was the state when people were failed to Tanzania to take part in demonstrations? So here we can see categorically that Samia Suluhu, she is trying to deceive the world. And what she must know, the world cannot be deceived, because people have seen what has happened by their own eyes. And we can also say that, why could she accept international observers, international media coverage to be done in Tanzania? Because she knew very well that if that was going to happen, everything was to be very open to the world. She wanted to hide everything from the outside world. And that is why in Tanzania, when this election was taking place, no international media coverage was actually done. And even those we call journalists in Tanzania, who are actually private, they were not allowed to do the coverage. It was only the state-owned media which was actually able to do that shallow coverage. But with all this, she couldn't cover people from knowing what happened in Tanzania. It's very clear. And the former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Kenya, David Kenani Maraga, has actually dismantled Samia Suluhu completely. I would like you to listen to what Maraga had to say. Please listen to this.
Waliokwenda kuzua vurugu kule ni mtu anaishi in denial?
I think huyu ni mtu anaishi kwa denial. Kama watu wa nchi za nje wangekuwa ndio wao peke yao wanaleta hayo mambo, wana demonstrate na Watanzania wakatae, hii ingekuwa kitu tofauti. Yes. Hii ni kitu ya kusingizia tu. Vile mimi naangalia, vile mimi naona ni kitu ya kusingizia. na I mean, hata Kenya wakati tulikuwa na maandamano, si tumekuwa na raia wa nchi za nje. Hatujawahi kusema wao ndio wametusindikisha. Na hii sio kitu ambayo imefanyika Tanzania peke yake.
Yes.
Tumekiona Madagascar, tumekiona Nepal
Na hapa Kenya pia.
Kwa hivyo viongozi lazima wafikirie. Viongozi wakati ambao tunaishi wakati huu,
Yes.
wananchi ni waerefu.
Wamebadilika.
Wananchi ni waerefu. Na wasije wakajidanganye kwamba wanaweza kufunika watu macho. Haiwezekani hiyo. Any leader living in that era is in denial.
Umezungumzia any leader living in denial, na nikakumbuka pia wakati mmoja uliangalia jinsi uchaguzi ulikuwa na ukasema hamkuafikia. Unaamini uchaguzi wa Tanzania ni kitu tunaweza kukiita uchaguzi?
Unajua kama wananchi hawajapewa nafasi ile ambayo inatakikana ili wachague yule ambao wanachagua, ile ambayo inafanyika kulingana na ripoti kama ya SADC, ni kama uchaguzi Mama Zuluhu has not obtained the legitimacy of the Tanzanian people to rule. If he says the wananchi were not given an opportunity to choose a leader of their choice, the leadership or the election of Mama Samia can easily be if they had allowed court cases kama Kenya, it would easily have been declared illegitimate.
Koti ya uchaguzi wa Tanzania ukimalizika uchaguzi, hamna mahali wanaweza kwenda.
Hamna mahali, katiba yao hairuhusu. Na hiyo ndio dosari moja kubwa sana. Wananchi wa Tanzania wanasema hiyo ndio dosari. Makosa yoyote ambayo yanafanywa na ile tume ya uchaguzi, hakuna mtu ambaye anaweza kuwauliza.
After listening to that, it is very clear that Samia Zuluhu has nowhere to hide. Everything is out. People know that human rights were violated. People know that a lot of human lives were actually destroyed. And Samia Zuluhu should know that now the international community has actually opened its eyes on Tanzania. And he should not try to hide. And that is why we call on the international community to come and do proper investigation so that the rule of law can take its own course. If Samia Zuluhu violated human rights, then she should be apprehended and be answerable to the law. Because in this world, we don't want anybody to be above the law. So my listeners, what do you have to say about the just concluded elections in Tanzania? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. And please, if this is your first time to come into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always hit the notification bell, because by doing that, you will give YouTube permission so that you can get notified to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly, because you really give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.